Okay, my friends, so here's the 2023 roster. Everybody except pitchers. I forget why I left the pitchers off. I think because they've got other stats that I didn't want to get into. So this is all the other players besides the pitching staff for the Philadelphia Phillies in 2023. Okay, now, a couple quick things. First of all, remember how to sort. So right now, it looks like, what order are these guys in? I honestly have no idea what order they're in. I can't tell how they're sorted. So let's just goof around a little bit. I'm going to sort these guys alphabetically. Okay, that's by first name. And we learned this back on the Turtle Lab. You may have forgotten how to do it. Just click up here on the little triangle. And then you can, Z to A puts them in reverse alphabetical order, and it's going by first name. Trey, Nick, Kyle, Cody, Josh, and so forth and so on. It's kind of crazy. Most of their names are in the first half of the alphabet. And then A to Z is starting at Alec and going up to Trey. Okay. What the hell? Let's sort by position. I have no idea what's going to happen here. Ah, look at that. First baseman. Second base person, third baseman. They have one second base player? Wow. Two catchers, a center fielder, and so forth and so on and so forth. This is cool. Now, hopefully you're noticing as you're sorting, when you sort, not only does it sort the column you're in, it sorts all the columns that are next to it. So that's very important, actually. This is one of the things Google Sheets, I think, does better than Excel. It automatically assumes that you want to keep all the data together. So every time that you resort a sheet, all the data that's in that row stays with that row when the members of that row get moved around. Okay, so that's the first thing. You're gonna have to be sorting throughout the remainder of these notes. Second thing, I left out a column over here, singles. So you don't have to know much about baseball to figure out how to do the rest of this lab and into the homework. You don't have to know very much at all. But we do have to know how to figure out this column, and I wanted to practice this. I wanted to make this to be a little bit of spreadsheet coding. There are 4 kinds of hits in baseball. Singles are where you hit the ball and you get to first base safely. Doubles are second base safely. Triples, you hit the ball, get to third base safely, and a home run means you hit the ball either out of the park or out of the, whatever the hell it's called, the outfield wall. Or you just run really fast and you get all the way back around to home plate before the ball does. All those things added together are called hits. So what I've told you here is Alec, for example, Alec Bohm had 35 total hits. 7 of them were doubles, 0 were triples, and 3 were home runs. So how many singles did he have? Well, I mean, you could probably figure it out. Since he has 10 other hits, that means this has to be 25. But you don't want to do that math in your head. You want sheets to do that math for you. So one way you could do it is by like this. Equals that minus that minus, now watch this. This might not make a whole lot of sense when I do it right now, but minus that. So if I subtract off all the hits he's got, doubles, triples, and home runs, and press enter, you get 25. Now some of you, actually, this autofill is correct. It wants to take that formula and copy it down. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna keep with my habit of not allowing it to ever autofill. Sorry, Google. The reason why I included the 0 that time was because if I do copy it down to the next row, there is a 4 here. So I want to subtract 32 minus 7 minus 4 minus 4. I want to subtract all those. So you want to make sure you have all those cells accounted for, and that's how many singles each of the guy has. And then once the values are in there, you can sort if you want to. You can say, okay, poor Dalton didn't have any singles. Who had the most singles? Looks like Bryson Stott had the most singles with 33. And you can sort any column either direction, up, down, down, up. All right, now that you know that, I'm going to have you wander over here, and in columns P through S, you are going to fill in 4 baseball stats, as they are called. The batting average, strikeout percentage, total bases, and slugging percentage, I believe. And then these other columns over here, U through X, you're going to do those in your homework. But we're going to start by doing P through S. So read on and try a couple.